What is up, guys? Back with All Ball Talk again today, talking about a transfer portal video. Um, this is an interesting one. Tounde Yessoufu's in the portal. I think he ends up going in the draft in the end, but this is super interesting. Before we get into it, I just want to tell you guys we have a free Discord. It's in the channel bio. Talking about all sports. So if you want to join, again, it's in the channel bio. Let me know in the comments if the link doesn't work because I know it wasn't working last week. But Tounde Yessoufou, great player. Kind of get back into it. Transferred from Baylor. He's gonna go through all the draft process, which I'm excited to see. I was super high on this dude coming out of high school. I thought that he was gonna end up. I know the Ant comparisons. He tries to go into it. I mean, let's be honest. He plays into Ant. It's like Dylan Raiola trying to beat Patrick Mahomes. But Tounde Yessoufou is a super talented player, and he's 6'5". You know, kind of that two guard, more of a wing than a point guard. Whereas like I would say Ant's kind of a primary ball handler. Tounde is never going to be a primary ball handler, and he put up around about 18 points for Baylor. Now Baylor was 17-17, and they were not good. They should not have been that bad. They had Obiagim or however you say it. Tounde, Cam Carr. Then they had Dan Skillings. No reason for this team to be that bad. They should have been so much better. Like, you look at the talent on that team, and it's kind of leads me to believe that Tounde Yessoufou put up empty stats. Now, sorry, I didn't watch a whole bunch of Baylor games. I thought that I watched them probably about 4 or 5. And Tounde popped. Like, I mean, his best game put up 37 against BYU and Debansa. But again, Tounde is a very, very good player. Like, I mean, he at the end of the day, he can score the ball, and he's built. He's a big dude. He gets the rim whenever he wants, and I'm honestly torn on if he would benefit more from going to the draft or staying another year in college. I think if he stays another year in college, he could honestly end up being a top 10 pick next year. But if he goes to the draft right now, everybody's coming back, so I think he'll easily be a first round pick. But the school we're hearing is UCLA. I personally hate that. I hate seeing Mick Cronin get good players, and the fact that all he does is complain about tampering, and then he tampers and gets somebody and gets him to enter the portal. I don't know, what was that? The last a couple hours before the portal and closed. So I don't know. It's a tough one, but I am super intrigued with Tounde. And wherever he goes, I would honestly, I don't know if he would benefit from trying to become a ball handler, because I don't think that's personally his game. I think his game is give him the ball in the wing and go score. And I know he's a better shooter than he showed this year. He was not a great shooter this year, but he's so much better than that. I trust the 5-star pedigree. Like, I mean, I watched him play, and I was just super impressed. Like, I think he has the ability to become one of the best scorers in college basketball. We'll see if he goes to the NBA. Again, I think he ultimately goes to the NBA because, again, everybody is going back to college because of NIL. But he seems like a guy who wants to be in the NBA. And I think that he has a high ceiling. He has one of the highest ceilings out of that freshman class, which is crazy to say because that freshman class is unbelievable. But again, he has one of the highest ceilings. And I'd love to see him develop on it. But talk about the UCLA fit. 2 schools, UCLA, Kentucky. Now, they both need a tamper. Mick Cronin is one of the most hated coaches, I think, in the country. And Mark Pope's getting dogged on by the governor of Kentucky. So, I don't know. I don't know I don't trust Tounde to develop with either of them. I would rather have him just go back and play for Scott Drew at Baylor. But, you know, that money talks. So, Tounde at Kentucky, I kind of love that. You know, he's kind of like the dude at Kentucky. And I think he'd really benefit from being in that role. And I would personally love to see if he can contribute to winning basketball. Because I have no clue. I have no clue if he can play winning basketball with his play style. And if he does, he's a top 10 pick. Because with his skill set, it's just 6'5", 6'5" bully ball and shoot, go to the hill. It's 3 level scoring. Don't get me wrong, but at the end of the day, like I'm not super impressed with his game, and it's just it's been tough. Like I'm just not super impressed. Um, I don't know. I just he has a good skill set. I'm just like I just don't know if that skill set contributes winning basketball, and I would say that's why I'm not super impressed. It's because he pops, but it's empty stats. It's because he plays on a really bad Baylor team, and he can score whenever he wants. He can take the ball and try to score whenever he wants, even though he had Cam Carr next to him. And it sucks, but the money talks. And if he comes back to college, he has a chance to really capitalize on his value. I mean, Kentucky or UCLA, he'll be the featured guy no matter what. And I would be excited to see it, but I don't know. I don't want to see him play for Mick Cronin. I don't want Mark Pope to ruin him. It's picking the best of two evils. I'd rather have him just go to the draft. Go on that path and develop with an NBA team for a couple of years. That would be dope to see. I would love to see him. Maybe year 3 he pops as like this like Ben Mathurin off the bench. I know Ben Mathurin was a top 10. Well, maybe it was top 10. I think it was a lottery pick at least. But I know he's not at the. He wouldn't be a pick like that. But if he can get into a spot where he can just score off the bench, I think that's perfect for him. And I think he really can be a really good NBA player. And so I'm excited to see. That's all I have for you. Again, Kentucky or UCLA, I hate both of them. I'd rather see him go to Kentucky, though. I think he'd be a better fit at Kentucky, too. Mark Pope would let that guy score whenever he wants. Whereas I would hate to see Mick Cronin micromanage him. But we'll see you in the next one.